Hello everyone, welcome back to La-Mulana. Hello and welcome back. We're going to finish off La-Mulana today. Aren't we all excited? I'm kind of not. I'm a little bit. The thing is, today was kind of a bad day. So I'm a little bit weary, I'm a little bit meh, you know. And is this controller really dead right now? Fuck me. Yeah, today is a day where everything goes wrong, so I'm not sure what is happening, but you know, I'll see what I can do, guys. We're going to get through La-Mulana definitely today. And I need to embrace today as just a shit day. It happens to the best of us. We all have an off day, right? Sometimes. And yeah. Let's continue where we left off. Last time we defeated Tiamat and got the Magatama jewel. And there is now a few things we need to do. Let me lock the fuck in. So we're heading straight towards the ending today. We're going to try to finish this off in around 3 hours. Hopefully. And here we go. So yeah, here we are. Where we left off. And we finished off Tiamat. So for now, there's a place we haven't been to yet. And we desperately need to get to. We're not missing a lot of items today too as well. Let's open the control panel so I can see it, guys. Let's end this one too. Alright. I hope this all works. Did it go live? We're live on Twitch, definitely. Are we live on YouTube? We are. Okay. There we go. Chamber of Birth. We have been here, but I actually didn't read this one yet. This makes our translation software completely translate all of the characters, so we can read everything in the ruins. There is a certain place that I'd like to get to over here real quick while we're at it. There's actually two things I'd like to get here. One of them is luck-based. You need one of those mud guys to appear up there and walk onto that. Oh, fuck me. There's no way I can get back up there. Ah! Really? That's how it happens sometimes in La-Mulana. Get back there real quick. We'll have to walk this path a bunch of times. Chamber of Birth. Only with the Angel Shield can you go this way and get the vessel. Really important that we get that. Fuck off. Really? Please walk to that platform, please. I beg of you. There we go. And this gives us the perfume, which is almost the last item on here. Perfume from ancient times. With this, you can defeat skeleton-type enemies with one blow. And for the last item, I actually need to head to the Temple of Moonlight from Temple of Sun. Refresh. Alright. Here we go, guys. We'll be having full items soon. But yeah, sadly we need to go from the Temple of Sun because I didn't activate the shortcut here in Temple of Moonlight. We have 2 bombs, that should be theoretically enough. Yeah, you can activate this, and this creates like a shortcut between the 2 areas of Temple of Moonlight. Which, you know, is always a welcome. But yeah, remember one area in Temple of Moonlight we haven't gotten to? Yeah, me neither. Over here. Over here. This is a puzzle. And we need to be extra careful about this one. We need to throw a bomb down here. And then we need to throw the bomb at this place to open the barrier up there. So that we can go into this shop to buy the scriptures. The scriptures, our last item, is a book with spells that will slightly block evil powers. Bats will no longer cause you damage. So we are immune to, we can kill all skeletons, even the ones that have been previously invulnerable to our attacks. And bats will now be not dealing damage anymore. So that's all of the, we have all of the sub-items. We have all of the main weapons. We're missing one usable item, which we're going to get soon. We have all of the items and all of the seals. And we're missing one software, which we are also going to get soon. You know? Like, those 2 last items are basically part of the final game. The final part of the game. Alright? Alright, we're going back here. We're going back to where we actually were. Funnily enough, we're going to get back to... Chamber of Perf. Going down here. And as you might notice, down there there's a door that opened. That opened because we defeated Palenque last time in the game. Goes to a secret area of the Chamber of Extinction. Not playing games today. You can only open this after defeating Palenque. And these are basically said to be like guardians of a the gates of hell. Even though this game doesn't have an underworld, really. There we go. The good thing is, if you go back here, with the Magatama Jewel, this platform will raise. As you can see, there's an indentation for the Magatama Jewel, obviously. If you use this, we can activate something. Don't be scared of the bats. Just walk, big guy. I'm pretty sure we don't have to do this right now, but... Oh yeah, I think we do. Oh, I don't have my Rita equipped. Nuba sleeps in the last pyramid of the Burning Land. A philosopher blocks the path. We have been... If I remember correctly, there is something here, but... I don't remember where. I think this might just be like a shortcut. But yeah, this leads to the surface real quick. And it leads to a jumping puzzle, no less. Mega Man ass jumping puzzle. You just go there, by the way. We need to be careful around here. Because there's small little enemies that can knock you off immediately if you're not careful. Exactly. The one who challenges Nuba to battle, the one who drives a wedge into the mother as she rests. That thou art the chosen one, we pray. Sadly... I have to take a little detour to heal up. But that's not so bad, right? But yeah, it's basically easy to get there now. I'm going to take a short... No, we're doing this first, I think. First off, we need to get to the Tower of the Goddess. As usual, this is the hub for the second half of the game. Tower of the Goddess is so much. And down we go. Into this area. You might have noticed this before. We've been here before in this area. Let's activate the software. Because we're going to be fighting a mini-boss. Hello, Nuba. Nuba is a sort of mechanical recreation of Tiamat, by the way. Or at least supposed to be. Also one of the first children. You can tell by their snake-like bodies. There we go, Nuba. And let's get the cursed treasure with the jet pillar. So very important. So we have the jet pillar. The jet pillar is going to be very important, and this is how we basically solve the rest of the game, by the way. Let's use Mirai. Chamber of Extinction. Because of the Magatama jewel that we used outside the Chamber of Extinction, there's a room that's different now in here. This one. You see the mural glowing up? Let's scan it. And we get the ancient software mantra. Let's equip it. That's the last software. So we have all of the items and all of the software. Congratulations, we 100% did the game. First off, Dimensional Corridor. Remember how we couldn't read 2 tablets there? I'm going to do the Medicine of Mind puzzle first, I think. These 2 tablets that were activated by Phobos. The Incantation of Life, Birth. Recorded new mantra, Birth. The Incantation of Eternal Rest, Death. Alright. I'm going to quickly get a charge. Let me quickly get a charge for the Lamp of Time. While we're at it. There's one room in Tower of Ruin that we couldn't do anything in, really. But it's vitally important that we do this first, or else we won't be able to do this. It's over here. And we need the Lamp of Time for it. That bites hard. Let me do this again. You need to kill all of the enemies in that one. But the enemies weren't cooperating, so what am I supposed to do? Alright, here we go. Tower of Ruin. Let's do it again. Shall we? Let me be up top first this time. Alright. This opens this up. Important that we do this first. This is what Phobos was talking about, which we need to do in order to summon the spirit of the mother for the ending. You need to get the medicine of mind, as he said. Like Phobos tells you this. You need the medicine of mind. And how do we get that? We're going back to Tower of Ruin, but on this way. So yeah, because we did that just now, this statue here opened up. So in order to chant a mantra, we have to select it on this mantra screen with the mantra software. And we need to equip the jet pillar. And we press the jet pillar. Def on this. And def on this. Easy peasy, right? And there is a clear liquid flowing from here. With the vessel, we can obtain the medicine of mind. Okay. One of the prerequisites for the ending is fulfilled. A yellow medicine stored in a vessel. All right. So, now that we are here, let me tell you about the ending that we're going to get. We need to get all of the mantras, and we need them to drive wedges into the backside. So the backside areas, as I've explained before, are like every area in the game has a front and a back, obviously. So we're going to get the front side. Usually we're going to get the mantra in the front side, and then we have to chant the mantra in the backside to drive the wedge. So what we're going to do is, first off, open a text reader, because I recorded these beforehand. We went to the room where it was talking about mantras. There was 7 tablets that were talking about mantras specifically. So, the first mantra is in the corridor, the entrance to the never-ending corridor, which is immediately the endless corridor. Instantly should remind you of the endless corridor. I'm going to get your bombs, dude. I don't need them, but I'm going to get them. And you will see the tablet appear up there. This is one of the hardest quests in the game, to get these all sorted out, to know what to do actually, because the philosophers actually tell you what to do, but it's pretty hard to figure out. Chant these words: the name of the child of the god who doth defy Tiamat, the name of the root of all suffering, the one that brought the 11 demons upon us, Marduk. Alright. And I'm pretty sure you have to chant it in the backside. So yeah, we equip the jet pillar and just use Marduk. And you just chant it until something happens. That's the first wedge gone. Easy enough, right? This one's in the endless corridor because the dimensional corridor is off limits. I think the insinuation is that even the 7th children couldn't get to the dimensional corridor to set up the wedge for this. Because Tiamat transported the entire dimensional corridor into a different dimension. The second mantra is at the foot of the twins. At the tip of the feet that connect the two. What that means is the second mantra is at the bottom of Twin Labyrinth. At the foot of the twins literally means at the bottom of Twin Labyrinth. You know? I struggled with this last time. Why do I struggle with this so much right now? By the way, when my wife comes home, I'm going to take a quick pause and at least welcome her home, you know? She'll be here around 6. Um, 6:30. It should be at right about now when she comes home. Chant these words. Baphomet's feast, to which the witches flock. The name of the place where the summoned demon shall return. Sabbath. Alright. Sabbath. I don't actually know where to use it. It should be somewhere around here. I forgot all of the locations for these, but I don't think it's far. There it is. You just walk around an area and just chant it until it's fulfilled, basically. That's what you do. The third mantra is on a path leading outside, at the side of Hell's Gatekeeper. What that means is, we're going to go here. It's in Chamber of Extinction. But in a special area of Chamber of Extinction. Go. That we've been to just yet. As I said, Hell's Gatekeeper, we just fought them. Those were the two guys that were basically in the middle of the Magatama Jewel thing. It's literally right there, so we need to go there. And yeah, this path, the path is also leading outside. Right there. Chant these words. The name of the one with no name. The name of the one who soars to the skies. The great one with no name. Mu. New mantra. Mu. I am pretty sure it's in Chamber of Birth. But I actually need to go to the surface first and heal up. Let's equip it real quick. Mu. By the way, I want to learn La-Mulana because it's funny. I've hidden secret messages on the thumbnails of the videos for everyone who knows La-Mulana, which is like literally no one. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in Chamber of Birth. But where? I don't know. I don't think it's anywhere here. Oh, I think it's relatively close by to where you get it. I think it's over here. I think it's in this part of Chamber of Birth. Is it not? I thought I could remember it. It's not in this part of the Chamber of Birth? Then it has to be somewhere in this one. Ah, there it is. Okay. What does the game say about... The fourth mantra is inside the giant, she who stands in the land of the inferno. Land of the Inferno is obviously Inferno Cavern. You can just walk around until you find it randomly too, by the way. If you want to. But I am pretty sure... There's two options for this. And I'm pretty sure it's this statue. No? If it's not this... Going to go through here real quick. Because then it has to be somewhere else. It has to be maybe in this part of Inferno Cavern. There we go. Now it should be there, I think. The fact that you can do this is not explained anywhere, by the way. I'm really not feeling great today. I don't know what it is. It's just feeling down in the dumps today. There we go. There it is. Chant these words, the name of the hideous demon that lurks in the land. The hideous demon whose eyelids droop to the ground. V. Okay, let's chant V, but we're going to take this run again because we haven't done that at all today. Because I'm pretty sure the wedge is set up around here. It's not in this room. I think it's in this room. No? Or in this one. Yeah, there it is. Alright, what is next? We have the fourth mantra. The fifth mantra is below the goddess. At the foot of the goddess, staring at the collapsed tower. This definitely is Tower of the Goddess. And it's way down below, because the collapsed tower, you can actually see down below at the very bottom of this area. So this is way below. Like here. There we go. Chant these words, the name of the turbulent seas of that land, the name of the deep dark sea where Bahamut lives. Barun. So that's the fifth mantra. Let's chant it. I know that it's somewhere up above. I just don't remember where it is. Might be here. Yep, down there. And you might notice there is no sixth mantra. It goes from 5th to 7th. And then the last. That is because you need to go back to the Temple of the Sun to check out all of the... It actually activated already. They want you to go to the Temple of the Sun to check out the mantra tablets again. As you can see. And then find this one. This is the 6th mantra. Chant these words. Those eyes that gaze upon the truth. The name of those all-seeing eyes that grant divine protection. Wet Jet. Alright. Mantra. Wet Jet. And we're going full Temple of Moonlight for this one. I don't also remember where this was, but we're just going around, and maybe it was in the Anubis room, but I'm just making sure. It's not up here. It's up. Probably not. It's a more significant room, probably. probably not in here. Yeah. It's mostly, most of the times in rooms that are significant to what the mantra says. So I'm going to argue it's probably in here, right? No? Do I have the right mantra active? I have. Okay, so it's not in here. There it is. The seventh mantra is by the spike, atop of the 5 mysterious floors. This one's tough to figure out, but this one points to Graveyard of the Giants. You just blend out that room completely. But there is a spiky floor that has 5 different floors on it. And it's this puzzle that we completed like a while ago. It's over here. See that? Tough to figure out. And tough to get as well. Chant these words, the name of the one who tells of the giant's sorrows, the name of the one who watched the fall of a race and shed tears, Abuto. Fuck you, Abuto. Alright. This one's also for Graveyard of the Giants. You might notice we're working ourselves a little bit backwards. From final to first area. So we've gone Inferno Cavern, Temple of the Sun, Mausoleum of the Giants. And the next one is Gate of Guidance. I can already tell you that. So we're working ourselves backwards. Where do we actually need to spell this out? Am I slightly stupid? Maybe I am. There it is. So, the last mantra is a sign of courage. That should give you pause, because this is literally the first puzzle you did in the game. A sign of courage. It's right here. Chant these words, the name of the one who started everything, and grant them eternal slumber, and the last child with La-Mulana. And obviously, you know, this leads us to Gate of Illusion. think I know the room that it might be in. God damn it. Well, we're almost done illusioning. I'm screaming La-Mulana in Gate of Illusion. I'm so dumb. I know that this loops back. Why did I do that? We're literally shouting La-Mulana all over Gate of Illusion. Where is the wedge? There it is. That's the last wedge. We're done. Basically. Yeah. It is 100% too. We got everything. We got all software. We got all of the items. And we are at full health, so... It's time that we visit Shrine of the Mother again. Right? No, I'm playing the Switch version, because it's easier to set up for me. I'll be playing the PC version whenever I figure out how to do a randomizer of this game. It is very hard to realize. I think it's like one puzzle, right, that changes. It's like the only puzzle is like in Gate of Illusion that changes between this version and the Vita version. If I'm correct. By the way, should I shoot Mom? Should we just shoot Mom? I always shoot Mom. I think I have beaten it once without shooting, without the gun. But I always like shooting her. I don't know what it is. It just feels so final, you know? In the final rounds. And yeah, I'll probably do a poll whether or not I'm going to do Hell Temple right after with La-Mulana 2. After I'm done with La-Mulana 2, I'd like to do the Hell Temple, but I'm going to do a poll if I even should do it. Oh yeah, also welcome to the Awakened Shrine of the Mother. This This area has changed from the last time we were here. There's a lot stronger enemies now. And there's tentacles everywhere. By the way, I've never finished the actual Hell Temple of La-Mulana 1. I think I've beaten the La-Mulana 2 DLC, but I've never really finished the La-Mulana 1 DLC, I think. Oh god. Let's not be stupid about this. We might be stupid about this. Here comes the issue. We actually need to beat a sub-boss. Do we need to beat the sub-boss? I don't think we do need to beat the sub-boss, right? Wasn't there something that you can just walk by? I'll have to see. But yeah, it's obviously imperative that we find the Grail tablet. Do you need... Yeah, I think you need the Lamp of Time. Right. I have a charge ready. So it should be fine, right? By the way, I love how pulsating it is. It's kind of gross. Yeah, I don't either. We hold the Shrine of the Mother. This is where the mother sleeps. And our final area. So this is a final area to warp to. If you haven't noticed. It's now a backside area officially, but we have now all of the areas unlocked. So, how do you check if you've actually gotten everything before doing the final boss? First off, the key sword needs to be glowing. It should read the text. With the seal now broken, a red light emanates from its center. Obviously. It should be glowing. The Holy Grail... It seems to be filled with a strange power, should read on the Holy Grail. That means you have visited all of the... You have read all of the Grail tablets and you unlocked every single one of the Grail tablets. Really important. And you need to have the Medicine of Mind. That's the free triggers for the Mother fight. You know, just for comedy's sake... Fucking fly. There we go. And there's a few additional things you need to remember. about this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't need any of these. Really. We need to talk to the Fairy Queen. Because there's a obstacle the fairies can remove. You've come back to see me alive. I shall remove the wall that hinders you. That is my mission. I will entrust the mother's soul to you. Let us meet in front of the wall that blocks the path to the mother. You need to do this before you get to the final boss. One thing I like to do now. We're going to take a quick visit to the spring in the sky. Do you know a better place to chain a fairy? I don't think there is any, right? Like, this is literally the best place to chain a fairy that you want. I don't remember the combinations. God damn it. Already too slow. Let's get some moolah. If we're going to die to mom, why not do it wealthy? Right? This hasn't happened for me in years. In years, this hasn't happened to me. I swear. That kind of fairy. Nope. Nope. I like the way La-Mulana 2 does it better. Where it's like a set thing. Do that again. Let's be a little bit more deliberate about what we do. And after this is done, I'm going to take a short break, and then we go into the final fight. And then we'll be able to finish it, I think, within the next hour. Depending on if I die to mom, but shouldn't actually happen. You know? That should be enough. I'm just going to buy 2 rounds of bullets. That should actually be enough to finish this fight. So I'm going to leave you here real quick, and when I come back, we're going to end the game, right? I don't usually discriminate where I buy my bullets, but yeah. I know that some shops sell them cheaper or more of them. I just needed easy access to them. And I don't need more than 2 magazines to finish off the game. There we go. Alright. This is the final save point. We cannot save beyond this. Let's go. The health that we're having by the end of this is the health we're going into the final boss with. So let's try not to get hit too much. You can also time it so that you will gain enough experience so that you get a health refill right before the boss, but I don't usually do that. God damn it. Each hit feels so bad. So the fairies will remove this one. It's final boss time. Let's equip our software combination for good measure. Here we go with the final Ankh. And we need the key sword to activate it. Hello, Phase 1 Mom. This you can activate just by having the key sword. If you don't have the medicine of the mind, if you beat this boss, it will just boot you out of the fight. Hello, Mom. I always like to employ the chakram strategy for this one, for this phase. It takes a little bit longer, but it's usually worth it. You can do this first phase without taking damage too. By the way, the background music for this fight, absolute banger. There you go. For the next phase, I usually equip the axe. Because the axe reaches a little bit higher. Oh yeah, I also know the metal cover of this song. It's so good. There we go. By the way, zero gravity, first time seen in La-Mulana. They did a zero gravity gameplay thing just for the final boss. Well, it's more like swimming in water, right? But yeah. Final phase. Oh god. She will summon all of the previous guardians we fought and use attacks from them. It kind of is, but it doesn't fully control like water, if you know what I mean. I don't need 100%. It doesn't 100% feel like water, because you have the anchor at that point. And the anchor drags you down. You have to fight way more if you would swim in water. That's Elmark. No, that's Elmark. This is Socket. Next up is Bahamut. There's obviously attacks that are easier to manipulate than others. I think it's a precursor for La-Mulana too, to be honest. Then we have V. I'm going to try to unload my bullets once she enters the final phase. That's Palenque. Once she summons Tiamat is where I try to unload my bullets. That is Baphomet. That's Tiamat. Fuck me. I'm playing a little bit too risky. There we go. Good night, Mom. I'll be seeing you soon. The secret treasure of life. Oh, by the way, this is not the end. I fucked up this exit sequence before. Hard. You can fuck this up totally if you're not careful, and then you have to fight Mom again. It's relatively hard to fuck it up, but you can absolutely do that. So yeah, you need to make sure you use the looping corridor against it, obviously. But it's not the easiest to figure out too. I think it's Molbrook that tells you, right? Like Molbrook tells you if there's anything going on in the ruins, you should head to her. It's not easy to figure out that you need to directly head to Molbrook. And you need to know the ruins in and out. It's really not easy to figure out where to go once this happens. Obviously, the easiest is to just head for the entrance. I mean, that's where you're going anyway, right? Gate of Guidance, and then... Okay. Gate of Guidance and then the entrance to the ruins. What am I doing? I think I can just go right up here, right? But yeah, the entrance to the ruins will just collapse on you. If you head there, the entrance to the ruins is just completely inaccessible. So you need to just head down here. Temple of the Sun. We're almost there. We're going to make it. And then go to Molbrook, because she has a secret exit to the ruins. Escape this way, hurry! Oh, you can do the Mario part and drop down from Spring in the Sky? That's actually funny. The end of La-Mulana. We've beaten the game. I usually go the normal way. But yeah, we've beaten La-Mulana 1. Right in time. Don't forget, later today, to watch Music Theory for Gamers. I'm going to post a link. He's going to react and break down the entirety of the La-Mulana 1 OST. Of the remake OST. Like, not the original, but this one. Because it was requested. And I hope we can show up in full force. You know, the entire La-Mulana community can just show up. Hopefully. And yeah, I thought about it. And I think I'm going to make this the week of La-Mulana. So I thought about it, and I might just play La-Mulana 2 for the rest of the week. Which is going to start La-Mulana 2 up tomorrow. And then play for the rest of the week La-Mulana 2 right away. Why not, right? I highly doubt we can finish La-Mulana 2. This game I can finish within like 7 to 8 hours of playtime. La-Mulana 2, not by a long shot. La-Mulana 2 still, to this day, even takes me around 30 hours. I don't know what it is, but La-Mulana 2 takes me forever. Like, even when I know everything that I'm doing and I know where to go, it still takes me forever. I think it's just because it's like broader and the puzzle solutions are just so much more like inventive in my opinion. I just like... Honestly, I personally enjoy La-Mulana 2 a lot more than the original. But I've played the original more than La-Mulana 2. I think both are neat, but... Yeah, it has a confusing layout too, that's true. But it's really good. The music, in my opinion, for La-Mulana 2 is a step up to this game's music. In a certain way. Oh. In a certain way, I like the music in La-Mulana 2 more because it has higher production quality in the music. And you can actually hear the instruments a lot more. This game's mix is a little bit weird because they use like 6 hours 25 minutes playtime total. This game's music is very chiptune-y at times and very crushed in a way, where a lot of the instruments are not shown and muted. You can hear it in some of the tracks from La-Mulana 2 that are basically remakes of this game's tracks, like Zelpods and like all of these old tracks. You can literally hear it because you can finally hear like the instruments and everything going on, right? And La-Mulana 2 is just all in all a pretty great game. Those two are my favorite games for a reason, you know? And I just wish we had more La-Mulana. Sure. Oh yeah. This is definitely fair. But yeah, I do enjoy all of La-Mulana. A lot. This game series just has given me so much joy, just casually replaying it. And once I set up the randomizer too, randomizer, I might do a few randomizer runs on stream too. Interesting. Yeah, I do them if I can get it set up. The thing is, because I'm a programmer, my Java version is way too new. Because I need it for my programming. And that's the main issue I have with it. God damn it. Because I can't use the randomizer on the newest Java version. Alright. What does beginner endless battle look like? I'm just shooting shit now because I don't want to finish yet. But yeah, once we get the randomizers going, I definitely will try them out. I'll definitely get them set up. La-Mulana 1 and La-Mulana 2. I don't know how far the randomizer for La-Mulana 2 is, to be honest. Also, one thing that I said before that I'm interested in is speedrunning the game. But I haven't found a lot of resources for that. Because I think it would be fun speedrunning La-Mulana. Like in general, this game has so little resources. This game has so little resources attached to it, sadly. Because very little people know it. And I'm always hoping I can make the game more accessible to people if I stream it or present it to people or insist that people play it. If you know what I mean. The AGDQ run helps, but they haven't actually done anything La-Mulana related for a while. Like the latest La-Mulana run is, I think, still the 2018 AGDQ run. I think they have done one of them later. There was a later run of La-Mulana, but La-Mulana 2 never was there, I think, at AGDQ. And La-Mulana 1 has been a while since they've been there. That's true as well. Hey J2O, sorry you had to come in a little bit late because we already finished the game, sadly. I'm doing just the boss rush mode to finish off, like, to just finish off this one. This stream. We already finished, we already managed to finish the game, sadly. But yeah, I'm super hyped for Dan to react to this. I mean, I've invested time and money into it. I don't know if I'll make it through V, by the way. Oh god, we did a one cycle on V. I'm just doing the boss rush mode to talk a little bit more about La-Mulana, right? But yeah, I want to get into La-Mulana speedrunning a little bit, if I can. I definitely need to check out more resources for the game, too. Oh, Palenka is going to be interesting. Because I don't think my strategy against Palenka is going to work, right? Because it takes too much health away. Oh, we have the bullets, right? He took that like a motherfucker, holy shit. Alright. This is just a boss rush mode, by the way. I mean, while we shoot shit, I could just... we could just refight Mom. For sport, you know? It's one of the most cinematic bosses in gaming, in my opinion. I'm not getting all the coin chests. No way. Really? For shits and giggles. But yeah, I'm going to get that randomizer set up. Where exactly is that? Wait, did I fuck myself? Alright. Alright. I actually don't have my software ready for this fight. There we go. This might be my favorite final boss in gaming. I don't really like the final boss of La-Mulana 2 that much. It's not that great. The entire game's bosses, like I really dig La-Mulana 2's bosses, but they kind of dropped the ball on the final boss, sadly. The concept is cool, but the boss itself is not that cool. Also, I need to play the original. Fun fact? Wow. I've never played the original La-Mulana. Do we get to see Baby Laser? No. Still no Baby Laser. Just the atmosphere of this fight too. It's just goated. You get a feel for this fight relatively quickly after you've done it a few times, too, which helps. She already summons Tiamat, huh? Let's take out my gun. Fuck me. There we go. I think it's actually not that hard to do this, like, without sub-weapons. I think it takes a bit because the final... Once she, like, gets the final thing going, in the final phase, she actually is hard to catch. And it's just so easier to shoot her with a gun. But... Where's the treasure chest that opens up during the final thing? Thing is, since I'm playing on Switch, I won't get any achievements too, sadly. But, yeah. Oh yeah, I want to try the Mario route. True. Does that even work? Isn't that a dead end? Oh no, it's not a dead end. Okay. I really thought this was a dead end, but apparently it isn't. Is this really faster than the alternative? I wonder. Alright. I don't even understand half of this game, by the way. In terms of triggers, I just know where the triggers are and I activate them. You need to be super careful when you do that, right? I mean 30 seconds faster. I guess. About 30 seconds, I would say. It is very funny, yeah. Honestly, this was probably... Although in speedruns they are going to do a different route because they're just going to glitch through something and land right where they need to be, right? But still, it would be really fun. I think the one thing that would kill speedruns for this game for me is if you just get hit by a bat out of the air and you lose like if you lose a world record run to just being hit by a bat. I don't know if I could take that. That would literally take me out. That would like literally like enrage me so much I would quit speedrunning altogether. I think. I have done Super Mario 64 speedruns before, but yeah. I need to check it out, but at first I'm going to go into randomizers, obviously. You know, I'm going to start doing randomizers and then maybe then I'll speedrun the game. I've seen one run at AGDQ that was playing, it wasn't really at AGDQ, it was on the Games Done Quick channel of La-Mulana 2 randomizer. That was actually really fun. I'll have to check it out. Seriously. Both games. But yeah, I'm going to leave you there, I think. I'll stay in touch once I get randomizers going. And tomorrow, I have the weekend off. Totally off. Like, I can stream. I will stream on the weekend for probably around 8 hours per day. On Saturday and Sunday. Both these days. I'll probably stream a lot on both days. And I don't know how long we're going to go, but I will stream La-Mulana for the rest of the week. So we're doing a stream tomorrow. We're doing a stream on Friday. We're doing long streams on Saturday and Sunday. And then we'll see how far we come. Then we'll see how far we get. I will see how far I get into the game on La-Mulana 2, and that will decide if I'm going to finish it. If we're going to do like another 1 or 2 streams next week to finish it, or if I'm going to move on. But yeah, the weekend's going to be filled with just La-Mulana 2. I just love these games so much, and I decided to do a full week. And yeah, it's been a while since I played these games on the channel, so I'm having a lot of fun, and I think it reflects in the product, right? La-Mulana 2 definitely more difficult. I need to saddle up, and there's going to be times where I don't know what I need to do next. I have most of the triggers for every puzzle in mind, but not all of them. And there's always one that fucks me over so bad that it's going to be a tough time. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'll see you all hopefully soon for dance stream. I'm going to post it in the La-Mulana Discord and in the La-Mulana 2 Discord. I think in both Discords I'm going to post another reminder, and I'm going to post in the Reddit too, in the La-Mulana and La-Mulana 2 Reddit, and maybe even in the Metroidvania Reddit. You know? And hopefully people will show up, you know? There's a very, very, very small community around these games, and I hope to have like more of a say in it. And I'm hoping that one day Naramura decides we will have La-Mulana free. I'm not getting my hopes up. At one point it has to happen, right? Because these games are so unique. There's really nothing else, and I've been searching the internet for a long time to find a similar series like La-Mulana, like something that I can sink my teeth into like this, you know? But I've never found it. Never. I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously, it's a very niche title, and game developers usually don't want niche titles to happen, and they don't want to spit. They don't want to. Oh, I'm going to look into that. But game developers usually don't want to spit into players' faces that much. It's not even about like the typical thing that you get with Dark Souls, where it's just called friction by everyone, and it's, oh, gamers don't want friction anymore. No, it's just this game deliberately spits in your face. But it feels so good when you execute it, you know? Like every playthrough I'm doing, it just fills me with joy just to execute everything and just jump around and have a good time, you know? I don't know what it is. I'm just solving puzzles left and right and just looking into everything. Whenever La-Mulana 2 came out, I had a month. It took me about a month to finish the game. But that was like the best time of my life, right? Because, you know, you get stuck in these games. When you play them for the first time, you get stuck in them. But then also, you start figuring things out. You go to the next puzzle. You go there, you do that. And it just starts clicking everywhere. And it just feels good, you know? I don't know. That's why I love these games. And that's why I will continue to support these games. And hope we're going to continue these. And by the way, tomorrow yeah, there is some jank there in every La-Mulana game. The puzzles are a little bit janky and at times unforgiving, but that's what we're here for, right? But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be reacting to the Nintendo Direct too. I'm going to set up a stream and we're going to react to the Nintendo Direct partner, to the partner Nintendo Direct that they just announced today. I want to see some new Switch 2 games happening. And I'm hoping for something good, you know, in terms of third-party support for the Switch 2. So yeah. That's all for me today. If you are on YouTube, please leave a like and subscribe as usual. If you are on Twitch, please leave a follow, and I'll see you soon for La-Mulana 2, hopefully. And yeah, don't forget tomorrow Nintendo Direct reaction stuff. That's it. That's the post. See you all soon. Bye.